Hey you, yes you right there. Would you like to know how to start a YouTube channel in 2021? If so, nod your head yes. Okay, great. Go ahead, grab your notebook, pen, and your vlogging camera, and let's get started on YouTube 101.
It's not about personality matrix.
Alright. Hi you guys, so I'm really sorry about my terrible acting. Acting is just not my forte. We are going to be talking about the honest truth of being a YouTuber, my YouTube journey, equipments and softwares that you can use, and then I'll be answering Q&A questions at the end of the video if I do have time for it, and if my throat doesn't hurt by the end of today, because I feel like I'm going to be talking a lot. I'm going to try to make this video as informative and short as I can. My information as much and little as I can, because there's only so much that you could talk about in the YouTube video before getting bored. Let me grab my cup of coffee because my throat's getting a little dry. Today I'll be spilling a few teas about YouTubers and what they don't tell you about. So today's video I'll be splitting it into 4 different categories with a timestamp down below. So first category we'll be talking about is the honest truth of being a YouTuber and everything you need to know and what YouTubers don't tell you about. To be honest, as a YouTuber or as a social media influencers, you make so much money. I mean, think about it. YouTube is a multi-million-dollar company. They make so much money. And also there's other streams of income that comes into play with YouTube. For example, if a brand wants you to promote their product on your channel, you can negotiate a price and have them pay you for that. Do you love creating content? Then why not get paid for it? I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me if you want to do YouTube for free and all. In order to get monetized on YouTube, you do have to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Those numbers doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot, you guys. 4,000 watch hours? I don't even know how many minutes that is. Second T is that subscriber counts do not matter. I mean, it does matter if you want to get that YouTube plaque, 100K plaque. It does matter at the end of the day, but I think what is most important is your watch time. YouTube pays you for the ad. YouTube do not pay you for how long people watch your videos. YouTube do not pay you for how many likes, shares, and subscribers you have. If you guys don't know what an ad is, whenever you watch videos on YouTube, do you just know those annoying ads at the beginning, middle, during, and end of the video that just pops up? Yeah, those annoying ads, yeah, YouTubers get paid for that. So please don't skip any of the ads and help support me. So when you hear YouTubers say, please don't skip the ad, that is their source of income coming from YouTube. In order to get ads on your video, you have to be monetized first. What else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I think that's it. I just had a brain fart. I literally just had a brain fart. Like, it was in my head and now it just went. If people are only watching 1 minute and 30 seconds of your video, wow, I said that super fast. If people are only watching 1 minute and 30 seconds of your video and your video is 10 minutes long, YouTube is not going to put out your video on people's homepage. So you want YouTube to promote your videos onto YouTube because it is a business at the end of the day. And YouTube wants people to come back to their app and watch videos. You want to make sure people are actually watching like 5 minutes, more than your video length, 5 minutes, 6 minutes or so. Also, those watch minutes, it's going to help you build your 4,000 watch hours. So then you can hit it a lot faster. So make your videos a little bit interesting, a little bit more watchable. It is hard because I feel like nowadays we only like to get on TikTok because it's fast. We like watching those 30 seconds, a 60-second video because it's so fast. But YouTube, on the other hand, you know, a lot of people likes to upload 10-minute videos. Let's be honest, nobody really wants to sit there and watch a clothing haul unless you are into clothing haul videos. But when I personally watch like clothing haul videos, I just skip through the video and see what kind of cute clothes they have. I don't actually sit there and listen to them talk about the clothes. So moving on to T number 3, you need to at least have 1 or 2 or all 3 of these traits, and that's to have a personality, content value, or unique editing. Everyone's editing is becoming more and more advanced and that you just can't keep up with it. It just doesn't matter. If you have a personality, there you go. And if you have content value, there you go. You don't need that unique editing. If you don't have a personality, just create one. Fake it till you make it. I feel like I need to lay down. Is this angle okay? Let me change it. I feel like I look weird. Tip number 4 is that people are going to judge you regardless. Think about it. If you want your video to go viral, you want a lot of subscribers, you want a lot of watch hours, then you just have to face the fact that you're going to get hate comments, backlash, and a lot of criticism. I mean, I had to go through it for about 4 months and I cried every single night just because of that one stupid comment. What I'm trying to say is that you have to keep in mind that not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay. Don't make their opinions become your reality. It's really gonna fuck up with your mental health, to be honest, and that's just a hard truth. Don't let it get to you, please, because it's gonna really fuck you up like how it did to me. I will explain my story in my YouTube journey because I don't think I ever like talked about this. T number 5 is that you have to pay for your taxes for YouTube. For example, let's say you got $200 for your YouTube paycheck. You need to take out taxes. I would say take out about 20% to 30% of your YouTube taxes. YouTube isn't gonna take out the taxes for you. You have to manually do it yourself, and when that time comes, yeah, you're gonna be in a tax fraud. So you don't want that to happen. You don't want to go to jail. I didn't know about that until like a few months afterwards, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go to jail. That concludes my honesty, spilling the tea section. Okay, let's talk about my YouTube journeys. I started 3 years ago. Started 2018 as a makeup artist. Super young. I graduated high school, was starting my first year of college. I was like, you know what? Why not start a YouTube channel? Why not upload my artistic makeup looks? I don't really remember feeling anxious or having anxieties. During YouTube that year, it wasn't poppin', if you know what I mean, or maybe I just was living under a rock or something. I mean, I was scared. I mean, who isn't scared about starting a YouTube channel? I was scared, but then I got over it because it was something that I loved doing. Honestly, didn't start to grow on YouTube until 2020. During quarantine, you guys, that's when I started to blow up. April 2020. I got monetized and also hit over 1,000 subscribers. I got paid. And then about my sob story. I blew up because I made an Alexa's Ren ab workout video, and that video went viral. I think it's at almost 5 million views right now, and it's still so shocking to me. I got a lot of hate. I got a lot of judging my body. I got a lot of people criticizing me about it, and it really f***ed me up. Every time I read a hate comment, I would literally cry to Jeffrey every single night. I was a new person when I moved. Ever since then, I never ever let a hate comment ever get to me, and I told myself I would never ever get myself that far again. I would never put myself in that hole again. I was in the worst state ever when I upload all those health and fitness videos. Now I'm here with 66,000 subscribers. So grateful for you guys. So now we are moving on to equipment. So let's talk about the equipments that I use for YouTube, but let's talk about what you need. What kind of equipments do you need to start a YouTube channel? To be honest, you don't need anything except your phone and some free editing app. When I first started YouTube, I filmed on my iPhone. I edit all of my videos on iMovie because it was free. It came with Apple. For my tripod, I had to stack as many boxes I could find in my house and stack it up and use it as a tripod. I was a college student. I just finished high school. I didn't have money to get an expensive camera, didn't have money to get a tripod, didn't have money to get Final Cut Pro, because at the end of the day, I will always question myself and ask, is this something I want to do forever? And that's when I started borrowing cameras. I started taking my parents' camera. They never knew that I had a YouTube channel until last year. Crazy, right? I've been on YouTube for 3 years. When people started finding out, that's when I just had to let go and sort of joke around. When they'd be like, oh, you have a YouTube channel? Haha, that's funny. And I'd be like, haha, you should subscribe. I know more about Apple products than I do Windows, so I'm really sorry if I'm not really much help during that. The equipments I do have is a Canon M50 EOS. I got 2 tripod. I got a tripod that you guys are on right now. I got it at Best Buy. It's the Sun Pack. I will link everything in my description box below if you guys are interested. Also have another tripod. It's like a vlogging tripod that I stick into my car. I have a tinier one that I got from Walmart. I think it was only like $15, but it's like this really short one. And then Jeffrey's older brother got me a ring light, and I'm so grateful for it because I have such good lighting now. And then I also have a microphone for better audio, for that crisp ASMR audio. And then I have an SD card and a MacBook Air to edit my videos on. Wow, I've been talking for so long. My video is like 30 minutes. My back is hurting. So let's answer some Q&A questions that you guys asked me, and you guys asked me some very great questions. I was super impressed. You shouldn't be afraid to ask other influencers or other YouTuber questions, because if they're being petty about not giving you the right answer, then that's just them. But definitely ask other influencers and other YouTubers for questions too. It's just kind of like working at a job. Like if you don't know how to work the fry machine, then what do? You ask, right? So it's always nice to know stuff about this before you actually get into like this business in this field. Don't be afraid to ask questions, you guys. My DMs are always open. I will try my best to get to all of y'all's DMs and comments, because I know how hard it was to start YouTube. Let's start with a DM that I got. He asked some very great questions that I think you guys will be super interested. So the first question is, do you have a manager? Yes, I do. I can't disclose yet who I'm working with because it's not official. But yes, I do have a manager who takes care of all of my brand deals. I'm just so grateful to have a manager working with me and helping me negotiate price, because I feel like I'm too nice. Sometimes I'm like, oh, you want me to promote it for only $30? Okay, I will do that. I'm like scared to say no. I lowball myself and I just don't think I'm worthy. So that's why I signed up with an agency. Is what advice would you give someone who has social anxiety and isn't really business orientated when it comes to conference calls? Kind of think about it as like a job. You're getting interviewed. So that's kind of like the same feeling as going into an interview. Just breathe, calm down, and be yourself. Try to imagine how you would normally answer a question if that was your friend, someone a little bit older than you. So don't be too nervous. I know like answering calls, talking about brand deals and stuff like that, it can be very stressful and like nerve-wracking at the same time. But if you have a really good team, a really good manager, then you won't be as stressed. Oh, this is a really good question. How long does it take for your channel to grow and how often to post videos? It took me a while to grow. Like I said, I was on YouTube for 3 years. So it took me about like 3 years, 2 years to grow on YouTube. It does take time. You guys got to remember, you're not gonna be famous overnight. This is something that you have to work towards. If you're thinking about fame and money at the end of the day, you're not going to get where you are, because your fan is going to see that. They're not going to support that. Consistency is key. It's not for everyone. I would say to post your videos on the same day at the same time to let your viewers know when to come back. What's the average amount you should be getting paid with each brand deal? It also depends on how much they want you to promote their item or their brand. So for example, if they want you to do all this, like post on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, also post like 3 Instagram posts like every single day. If they want you to do all that, all you have to do is just charge higher, because at the end of the day, it's your face, your brand. I'm not really sure about the average. That is honestly up to you. There's also a website called Social Blue Book where you can find the right amount of pay that you should be telling them to pay you, if that makes sense. Never ever say, I will promote Nespresso for $300. Don't ever say that. Make sure the brand always says it first. Be like, hey Angelina, I will offer you $300. And you'd be like, no, if you want me to do all this for you, then give me $1,000. You know, it just depends on you and what you think you're worth. What background music are you allowed to use? A really good website is Hello Thematic or SoundCloud. How can I act natural in front of a camera? That is a really great question. If you are not comfortable filming in front of a camera, trust me, I used to not be either. I would say to upload a few videos and keep rewatching it. And if you think you're kind of cringe, then don't upload it. But if you want to start being more natural, I would say to look in the mirror and talk to yourself, or look at the mirror while vlogging. Because if you want to do YouTube at the end of the day, you're gonna have a camera with you at all times. Like I said, it's kind of like a job working at a fast food. You're not used to talking to customers every day, but you have to get used to it. How much YouTube really pays and if there's benefit. Benefits is actually getting free items, free products, getting paid for it, getting your face all over like social media. Every YouTubers get paid different, so I can't say the exact amount. I'm gonna answer two more and then that's it. Is editing hard? Editing is hard if you are a perfectionist. If you want your videos to look a certain way, it does take a while. So I feel like this video is gonna take me about like 5 to 6 hours to edit, just because there's a lot of cuts. I do say filler words that I say, so I try to edit those out, but editing is hard depending on how you edit your videos. Okay, last question before we end today's video. It is how to reach out to brands for brand deals and partnership. Make sure you email the right person. For example, if you want to work with Shein, make sure you to email a manager or a marketing manager and just reach out to them. Hi, my name is so-and-so. I am a college student. I have this many followings on this social media. I work with this brand and this brand, and I think I will be a great partner to work together. You can write something like that. So that's how usually the partnership and collaboration work. I think that's it for today's video. I wish we can all be here together so I can just talk to you guys and be like, yeah, what question do you have? I'm here to help. Thank you guys. Congratulations on passing YouTube 101. Here is your diploma. Here is your degree. Here is your grade. You guys all received an A with a 4.0 GPA. Closing out today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.